Do you know that dolphins are actually technically just whales? There's a lot of things that we call whales, like blue whales, beluga whales, sperm whales, killer whales, or orcas. But from like a genetic standpoint, there's no reason not to add dolphins to that group as well. Like dolphins are actually more related to sperm whales than blue whales are to sperm whales, but we still don't call them whales. This kind of highlights the difference between colloquial terms for animals and cladistic terms. Cladistic is basically just a fancy word to say things that are grouped by a common ancestor. So all those animals I was just talking about, including dolphins, belong to the same clade called cetacea, which means they had a common ancestor about 50 million years ago. The reason that we colloquially call some of them whales but not dolphins is just based off how they look. Dolphins are kind of like a different looking subset of toothed whales, so we kind of have a different name for them. So dolphins and also porpoises don't really get to claim their whale status because they're kind of smaller compared to a lot of other cetaceans. What's funny is that in terms of clades, hippos are the most closely related species to cetaceans. So like cladistically speaking, it wouldn't really be like wrong to call hippos land whales or whales like sea hippos. But obviously sometimes it's just more useful to talk about things in terms of how they look instead of what their genes are. Scientific terminology like clades or taxonomic groupings can be really useful, but it's often not necessary. Like sometimes it's more useful to just be like, that's one of the big smooth fish things and that's one of the smaller ones.